There is a strategy used for many teachers and parents in order to develop first language in kids and also to provoke better grades later on their kids. This strategy is shared by many parents and probably they have used that strategy with you. Of course, I'm talking about storytelling. What is storytelling used for? The storytelling is used for improving non-native speakers' English due to it banishes affected filters from students. It associates language with a specific context and it familiarizes students with suprastructures. Firstly, storytelling vanishes affective filters because the interaction using storytelling is dynamic. Why is it dynamic? Because the interaction is not just teacher-centered. There is interaction among all the students and the teacher because the teacher can stop telling the story and pose questions to the students, and there is a lot of opportunity of students to produce language orally. Then, because they have a lot of opportunities of producing language orally, and there is an open interaction, they feel more confident and comfortable. Thus, they banish their affective filters. Another way why these affective filters are banished is because they feel identified with the stories that are told. As a consequence, they give importance to these stories. Now, the storytelling is used to associate language with a specific context. These associations help students to get a meaningful learning because they associate previous knowledge with new concepts. For example, working with kids in a story of nature, they can also associate the spoken language with illustrations of the story. So if they have illustration of a field, they can associate previous vocabulary they have as a tree. They can see the tree and the teller can describe the tree, for example, the leaves, the branches. In that way, they associate the tree with those new concepts, leaves and branches. Finally, the storytelling is used to familiarize the students with superstructure. What's a superstructure? A superstructure is the whole organization of the tale. So they can get familiarized with the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. And they also get familiarized with the natural pace of language as they listen to the storyteller telling them the story. So, as a conclusion, storytelling is used for diminished affective filters because it creates an comfortable environment inside the classroom, it associates language with a specific context in order to familiarize the students with new concepts, and it also familiarizes the students with software structure, understanding software structure with the whole organization of the text. I read an article for Agustin Reyes. He did a study case in Valencia University in Spain, and he worked with 20 groups of students, each group conformed by 3 students, and these were improvements. Improvement in the use of linguistic routines. 20 students improved correct use of pick-up lines. 17. We can see here the familiarization with the software structure. As they get familiarized with an authentic language, they can assimilate syntax rules, idioms, expressions. That's why they can improve in the linguistic routines and correct use of pick-up lines. Improvement in the use of oral English pronunciation. That's another consequence of the familiarization of software structure, because they listen the storyteller during the whole. They listen to the storyteller during the whole tale, and that's why they improve the pronunciation, because they're practicing their listening, and also during the telling, the teller often stops and poses them questions so that they can produce language orally. Final work still contains grammar mistakes. Only 13 students. Again, with the familiarization of software structure, they can get aware of syntax rules and spelling, because there's a constant repetition of words and phrases. Outstanding final work with the digital storytelling. Grade A, 7 students. Above average work with storytelling, grade B, 9 students. Acceptable final work with DST, grade C, 4 students. Student satisfaction and positive reflection, 20. So as we can see, the improvements were carried out in the majority of the students, of the 20 group of students that Agustin Reyes worked with in Valencia University.